Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is the 13th video of a playlist for cloning a Disney Plus website using MERN stack. In this video, we are going to continue making the user routes and maybe creating other routes. So if you watched the previous video, we know that in the user routes, we are already creating the get all routes, but not for the maybe for the specific get, delete, update, and get the user stats or the user count. So now let's create the rest of the routes for this user routes. After we make the get all, let's make the get just get, or maybe the get specific specific user. And for this one, it's going to be root dot get and then slash id. This is going to ask for the id, and then we're going to have the async request and then res, and it's going to be try. So after the roots is opened, it will run some try cats block, try cats, and then error is res.status is 500 dot json, and then error for the cats, and for the try is going to be cons user await user find by id request, and then params dot id. Cons is password comma dot info, and then equal to user dot underline doc, and then rest dot status is 200 dot json, then info. Save. And now let's try it in a postman. So basically this is just going to be find by id, and then the id is going to be the request params the id. The params id is in here. This is where we pass the user id. Now let's go to the postman here. Maybe I'm going to make a new tab. Copy the routes, and then also we are going to copy the token here. I'm going to copy and then go to header. Token is equal to here. I'm going to pass the token, and after this users, we are going to copy the user id from the API user get from the previous video, and let's pass it here and send. Here, as you can see, we get the specific data of the user. We get the data from the specific user. Now after this get specific user, we are going to make the delete routes for it. The delete user, maybe this was get all user. After the delete all user, we are going to have the router get. Oh, this is not get. This is going to be delete for the method, and it's just similar to the get specific id. And here we are going to pass the id through the parameters or through the address, and it's going to be verify because you will need some token to it. Verify comma, and also actually this get specific user is still need some tokens, so in a postman here, if we didn't pass the token, it is okay. Verify, and then it was some async function, and this going to have the request and the result. Some arrow function here, and then if request user dot id is equal to request params dot id, or request user dot is admin. So if the user want to delete itself, So if the user wants to delete itself, but or if the user is admin, you can access these roots. And after that, we are going to have try and catch block, catch the error, and for the error, it's going to have res dot status and then 500 dot json is error. And after this if, we are going to have else statement, and this is going to be res status. For the error code is going to be 403. That's it. That is the forbidden error code. And for the message is you can delete only your account. Save. And then let's go to the try block. And here I'm going to have await is user.find by ID and delete. It's going to be the ID for it. It's going to be the params and the ID. Here is the params is in here and the ID is over here. After that, we are going to give the user some results, and that's going to be error code or success code is 200. And for the message, it's going to be user has been deleted. So let's save it. And now let's go to the postman to test it out. I'm going to make a new tab with a method of delete and copy this route and paste it here. We are not going to change anything for this route, but maybe we just want to delete the, wait a second, we just want to delete. Okay, here I'm going to copy the Alicia user ID and then paste it here. It is already the Alicia user ID. Now let's pass the token, because for this one we need the token. And also, if the token is the admin, so then you can delete all of the user, or you can delete whatever user you want. But if you are not admin, you just can you can only delete your account. So since you are admin, we can delete the Alicia account. Now let's try to send it. If it's work or not, let me click, and we got no response. Let me try to console send again. There's no result here. We got the request. Oh, this was not this was not results. It should be request. Save it. See if there's something or there's some error. There is no error here. Let's go back to the postman and try to send it one more time. The user has been deleted. If we are C in the get all user here and try to send it, and as you can see, the Alicia user is gone. What left is just the admin. That means our deleting user is work. Let's try to add some more users so that we can test out our delete, update, and others routes that we have in the future. The first one is going to be user 1, and copy paste for the password is just going to be 12345, and then send. The second one is going to be user 2, send. The third one 3, 4, and then maybe the last one is going to be the 5, and then that's it. I think that's enough for testing out our routes. After the delete, we will have the update. For the update user, it's going to be router, and the method is not going to be update, but it will be put. the roots is same, and here we are going to get the ID from the parameter or from the link, the address, and it needs some token, of course, because this was the edit. It's same like the others. It will retrieve request and results, and then if the request user is params ID, so basically I will just copy it from here. So if the user ID is equal to user ID, so then you can update your own account. But if the token is user is admin, it can delete all of the user. But if it's not both, like for example, for example, user A want to update user B, it can, because the ID is not the ID of her account. Now instead of this if, we are going to have another if rec body dot password is rec request body dot password is equal to crypto.js, and rs is encrypt. It's going to be request.body.password, comma process.env, and then secret key, and then to string. And then outside of this if, we are going to have a try cats block. Try and then cats. The cats is going to be res status is 500.json, and then it will give us the error. For the try is going to be cons is updated user equal to await dot find by id. Oh, oops, it's supposed to be await and then user dot find by id, and then remove and update. It will have the request and then params dot id, comma, and then set is request body. Wait a second, this is a little bit annoying. Comma, and then comma again, comma, and then it will have new is equal to true. After this, I'm going to res.status and then 200.json. And this is going to return the updated user. Save it, and let's test it out in Postman. Let's make a new tab for that. And here I'm going to have put, and then I'm going to copy the roots. It will be the same. We need the ID and then users and then API, and then I'm going to copy the token in headers. This token is equal to pass it here, and then let's try to send it out. We got null. Wonder why it is null. Maybe in here because we are not already passing the data that we want to update. And also, this user ID is the Alicia user ID, where the Alicia user is already deleted. Now how about we change the user 5, not the password. Let's copy the ID of the user 5 and then paste it here. For the username, maybe username is equal to user 6, and let's try to send it. We get the user 6 and the email stay in the user 5. Let's try to get all of the user and see if the update is really working. Scroll down, this is user 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 5, but it is already updated to the 6. That means our updated function is working. Go back here. After the update is done, let's try to make the get user stats in here. So basically it will get all of the user in a month. Like for example, for the September it has 5 new user, and in December it will have 6 new user, and so on. And here for the get user stats, it's going to be router dot get and then slash stats. This is supposed to be double quotes, stats, comma, async, and it is same like the others. It will have the request and the results, and then it will have cons. Today is equal to new date, and then cons. Last year is equal to today dot set full year, today dot set full year min 1. Let's save it. So it was to get maybe to get the month of 1 year, and then down below here we'll have the try and catch block, try catch, and then this is going to be error, escape, and then try. It will have const data equal to await user dot aggregate is going to be project. Wait, I have to enter it to make it more readable. Project is going to be month. For the month, it's going to be, whoops, it's supposed to be lowercase month, and at, and dollar created at, comma, and then here I'm going to make a new group, and here I'm going to have group equal to ID, and then at month, comma, and then total is equal to sum 1. Save, and then after this we will have rest.status status, and this is going to be 200.json, and then data. Then we have rest.status 500.json, and then error. Let's save it. And what, this forgot his slash. Now let's go to the postman and make a new one here. Let's copy the localhost and then paste it here. Change this ID to stats. Go to the headers. Wait, do we even need some verify? No, we don't need some token, so just let's try send it. We got the string cast to object ID field for value stats, type string at path ID for model user. So this was happening to me before, and what I do to fix it, wait a second, and what I do to fix it is Control X, and then I will pass it up here. So I put it in the first row. Let's try to send it again after we move the position. It took a little bit long than before. Maybe it works, or maybe it no. We got the ID, and then total is 6. That means our function stat is working. After the user root is done, Let's make the next one, and that is going to be the movies. Go to the movies roots, and in here, movies roots. Wait a second. Okay, movies roots. Inside of here, I'm going to import router equal to require and then express dot router, and then we have the import for the movie, and then cons movie equal to require and then dot slash models slash movie. Let's save it, and then we have to import the verify to verify require and then dot slash verify token. The first thing we have to do, the first thing we are going to make, or the first route that we are going to make, is the all get all movie. So get all movie. We have the router dot get and then slash comma verify. So the user needs to be logged in to access this route. Async and then request is results is equal to if the request user or if the user is admin. So it will have a try catch block, try and then catch for the error. If it's error, so it will give press status code is 500, and then the JSON or the error is error. Try and then cons movies await and then movie dot find press dot status is 200 dot JSON and then movies dot refers. After that, we are going to have else and then rest dot status is 403 dot JSON. You are not allowed. So if the user is not admin, the routes will reject and say you are not allowed. Let's try it in a Postman. Here, I'm going to make a new one. I think we already get too much of tab, but it's okay. Maybe we will close some of this. Like for example, the user this 1, 2, 3. We just keep the register and login because we are sometimes need to log in and get the new access token. Now for the routes is going to be API slash movies slash just slash because we are going to get all of the data. But first in here, don't forget to add the module export. Module.export equal to router and add this movie router instead of the index.js. And here I'm going to make a new one called movie, then user movies. That will be movies and then alt shift Z, alt shift F. Alt shift and then arrow if you want to duplicate it to the top. So press the top arrow if you want to duplicate it to the bottom. So click the button arrow. Change these users to movie. Whoops. Movies. Save. Now save these movies too. And then go to the Postman and try to send it. Get error here. Let me see. Where is the error? Type string. Oh yeah, in the movie, and here we got the string with a lowercase of s. It should be an uppercase s. There is some others that have the lowercase s. Nope, just that. Now let's save, and we get our backend server is running and DB connection is successful. So that means we can send and see. You are not authenticated. Okay, so let's pass the token. And here, token is equal to bearer, and then we're not copying yet. Copy the access token and then paste it here. Try to send. We got an empty array, but it is 200 and okay. I wonder why there is just giving us empty array. Let me see. So I forgot in here we are not adding some movies yet. So let's add the function to create the movie. Create movie. I'm sorry. For the create movie is going to be router.pause and then slash. So for the roots is going to be slash, but the method is pause. You need to verify it to do this or to access this root. And then async, we got the request and the results, comma result. And then we have the if request.user.isAdmin. And then we have cons. Wait a second. There's something error around here. Let me see. This is supposed to be async. And this is going to be some arrow function. If request.user is admin, and then cons new movie is equal to new movie, and then request.body. Try is cons saved movie is equal to await new movie dot save. Rest.status is 201 dot json saved movie. And I'm going to, after this try, we'll have catch block with the rest status is equal to 500 but json is error. Okay, after that I'm going to have else statement here with the rest status. Rest.status is 500 and it will return json the error. After that I'm going to save it, and now let's try to add some data. Go to the path body and then raw. It's going to be json, some empty object, and here I'm going to pass the, let's see in the movie here what is the list we got. The first one is the title, and this is going to be Moana, comma description is going to be lorem. Wait, I will go to my home.jsx inside of the client source page. Remember, our client is now inside of the client folder, not in the root of this project. I will copy the description here and then paste it here, comma. After that, what we have the img or the image. But since now we are not already connected with a Firebase, maybe I will just make it /img slash slider slash moana.png, but I know this will not working, comma, and then image jumbotron is equal to this supposed to be image. This I'm going to copy the image jumbotron 2 and here, and then after image jumbotron is going to be trailer and video. For trailer and video, after trailer and video, we get the duration, year, and category. Duration, year, and category. And then we have limit is series and coming soon. Also, this means the N category, limit is series, and then coming soon. For the trailer is just I'm going to copy it from here to here and change the slider or maybe the image to video, and then slider is going to be movie, and for the moana.png is going to be moana.mp4. Let's copy the link here and paste it in a video. For the duration is 1 hour 43 minutes. For the year is 2019. Category is kids. Limit is PG. The series is false. This is going to be Samblian. And for the for the coming soon is also going to be false. I'm going to give it space to each of this. And now let's try to send it. We got our new movie inserted here. Nice. And now we are going to get all of the data, all of the movie here, and try to send. You are not authenticated, of course. We have to pass the token. I'm going to copy the token here, and then headers is token, and I'm going to paste it here and send. Now we get the movie or all of the movie that we have. I think that's it for this video because this already around 30 minutes and we still have a lot to do. So I will maybe continue it in the next video. And I hope you will enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so that you know whenever I update this series. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.